Let's get real for a second. Japan is one of the most incredible places on Earth. It's like stepping into the future while walking through ancient history at the same time. But if you show up unprepared, you might end up totally lost, making expensive mistakes, or worst of all, breaking some serious unspoken rules that'll make locals give you the look. Trust me, Japan has some quirks that can either make or break your trip. So before you hop on that flight, stick with me because I'm about to give you 10 game-changing things you need to know before traveling to Japan. Japan is not like other countries. If you think you can just wing it like you do in Paris, Bangkok, or New York, you're in for a rough ride. Language barriers. Check. Unwritten social rules. Check. Public transport that's both the best and most confusing thing ever. Double check. And then there's the food. Oh man, if you don't know what to eat, how to eat, and where to eat, you might just miss out on some of the best meals of your life. But don't worry, I got you. I'm about to break down 10 essential things you need to know, from transportation hacks and money tips to how to eat like a pro and avoid embarrassing mistakes. Whether you're on a budget or going all-out luxury, this guide has something for you. Ready? Let's do this. 1. Japan's public transport is amazing. But it's a maze. Japan's train system is the best in the world, hands down. The Shinkansen bullet train gets you from Tokyo to Kyoto in just over 2 hours, and city subways are insanely efficient. And this is a big but if you don't prepare, you will get lost. Here's how to avoid the chaos. Get a Suica or Passmo card. These IC cards are lifesavers. Tap to pay for trains, buses, vending machines, and even some shops. Google Maps plus Japan Transit app. Google Maps is great, but the Japan Transit app gives real-time train info and alternative routes when things go wrong. Shinkansen hack. If you're visiting multiple cities, get a Japan Rail Pass to save money, but if you're just doing Tokyo and Kyoto, individual tickets might be cheaper. 2. Cash is still king in Japan. Japan may be futuristic, but cash is still the way to go, especially at small restaurants, temples, and rural areas. Not every place takes cards, and ATMs can be tricky. Here's the move. Always carry at least 10,000 yuan till the $70 in cash for emergencies. 7-Eleven and Family Mart ATMs are your best bet for foreign cards. Credit cards work in big cities, but don't rely on them everywhere. 3. You can't just walk and eat in Japan seriously. This one's weird if you're from the US or Europe, but in Japan, eating while walking is considered rude. The only places where it's kind of okay. Street food areas like Dodonbori Osaka and Nakami Street Asakusa, Tokyo. Instead, do what the locals do, buy your snack, step aside, eat, then move on. No public trash cans. Carry your trash until you find one, usually in convenience stores. 4. The food will blow your mind. Here's what to try. Japanese food is so much more than just sushi. Here's your ultimate foodie checklist. Ramen. Try Ichiran for solo dining, or Ippudo for classic tonkatsu. Sushi. Splurge on Sukiyabashi Jiro or go budget-friendly at Sushi's on My. Street food. Takoyaki Osaka, Taiyaki Tokyo, and Yatai Stalls Fukuoka. Wagyu and Kobe beef, the most buttery, melt-in-your-mouth beef ever. Kaiseki Ryori, a fancy multi-course Japanese meal that's an experience in itself. 5. Japan's no-tipping culture, it's actually rude. Unlike in the US, tipping in Japan is not a thing. If you leave a tip, your waiter might chase you down to give your money back. No tips for taxis, restaurants, or hotels, the best way to show appreciation. A polite bow and a simple arigato. 6. Capsule hotels and ryokans. Should you try them? If you want a unique Japan experience, don't just book a regular hotel. Try Capsule Hotels, budget-friendly, futuristic, and perfect for solo travelers. Ryokans, traditional Japanese inns with tatami mats, futon beds, and onsen baths. For luxury, Hoshinoya Kyoto or Gorikade and Hakana are next level amazing. 7. Onsen's hot springs have strict rules. Public baths onsens are a must-do, but they have some strict rules. You must be completely naked, no swimsuits allowed. Wash up before getting in the bath. Tattoos might be an issue. Some onsens ban them, so check in advance. 8. Japanese etiquette you should know. No loud talking on trains. Take off your shoes in homes, temples, and some restaurants. No phone calls on public transport. It's seen as really rude. Follow these and you'll blend in like a pro. 9. Japan has seasons. Plan your trip wisely. Spring, March, May, cherry blossom sakura season. Autumn, Sep, November, stunning red and gold foliage. Winter, Dec, Feb, skiing in Hokkaido and magical snow festivals. Summer, June, Aug, super hot but fun festivals and fireworks. 10. Book major attractions in advance. Japan is popular and some things sell out fast. Ghibli Museum. Must book 1+ month in advance. Universal Studios Japan Super Nintendo World. Buy express passes early. Japan Rail Pass. Get it before arriving in Japan. Alright, now you're basically a Japan travel pro. But I want to hear from you, what's the number one thing you're most excited about for Japan? Or if you've already been, what's your best tip for first-timers? Drop it in the comments. And if this helped, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join me next time as we uncover more of the world's best travel secrets right here on Pack Fast and Fly Far.